You ever wake up in the morning and think, I want a cheeseburger for breakfast? Lord knows I do. Start with some thick boy brown sugar and cinnamon bacon that I got from my butcher at Kroger, 6 pieces to be exact. I just put this down as the griddle warms up. All 4 burners were on low. Then I'll get down a generous amount of avocado oil for 3/4 cup of hash browns. These were frozen, but use whatever type of hash browns you would like. A little bit of all-purpose salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Now, you gotta flip this Cinnamon Toast Crunch bacon. That's what I'm calling it from now on, by the way. You gotta flip it regularly because the sugars will stick and it will burn. I mean, honestly, this bacon is kind of a hot mess. The sugar gets everywhere and hardens on your spatula. It's difficult to get off, but it's worth it. It's good. I just don't do it all the time because there's a lot of cleanup. There's some sliced onions that'll also griddle up, and here is me already cleaning the sugar off the spatula. I mentioned this in a previous video, but I'm really into using 1 spatula and 1 scraper tool now rather than 2 spatulas. It's been about 8 minutes on the hash browns and the edges are starting to get brown, so I will move them to the front where it is cooler and will make some room for these burgers. Also, I'm going to cut off the burner where the bacon was. Again, I don't want it to burn, and I'm going to do my buns and my eggs there later, so get the temp lower. Now let's check the temperature, speaking of that, over where the burgers are going, around 400 to 425. Great, we're going to get a nice sear on these burgers. I got 3 square burgers because I don't cut corners. I stole that from Wendy's. I found these patties at Kroger and figured, why not? Let's give them a try. I put some Montreal steak seasoning on them inside before I brought them out to the griddle. Continuing to flip the bacon regularly and scrape all of the sugars off my spatula before it turns into like a toffee or like a brittle. I don't know what it's going to turn into. We'll call it the griddle brittle. Sell it to people's grandparents at the local Cracker Barrel. And as the bacon gets done, I will start to move the pieces, whichever ones get done first, to the little wire rack. That's why I love the wire rack. I can get the ones that get done early off the griddle. Now that all the bacon is done, let's go ahead and flip the burgers and listen to that sizzle. Deliciousness. I like to flip them to a slightly different spot to make sure that the other side gets a sear as well. The spot you just cooked them on is probably going to have dropped in temperature. Go ahead and clean up where that Cinnamon Toast Crunch bacon was. Again, this is why I like the scraper rather than the second spatula. These are Aunt Millie's Stadium White buns. I'm using mayo because I'm going to put mayo on one of the burgers, so I'm just using mayo to toast them up. Aunt Millie's is the sponsor of the video today. Definitely give these buns a try when you make yourself a nice Barnyard Cinnamon Toast Crunch bacon breakfast burger. That's a lot. Remember, my outside burner closest to you is off, so I can move the buns into the middle of the griddle to get more heat, or I can move them back out if they're cooking too fast. Or if some of them get done quicker, I'll move them towards the outside. Flip over the hash browns, pretty good. I could have used a little more oil to get them more golden brown and fried, but I'm not upset with how they turned out. Temp these burgers just to make sure they're done. My wife likes them medium well, and marriage is about compromise, so we'll shoot for 150. We're even above that. Okay, whatever, they still tasted good. Cheddar cheese on each burger. The spot where the burner was off is also where my egg will go. The temp should be lower so we won't burn the egg. I like to do it around 300 to 325 for all my eggs. I put some water in a dome over it to kind of baste or steam this egg and hopefully get the top cooked and get a nice pretty photo for my picture on this video. Don't feel like you have to do this. You could just, cook the egg for a minute, then flip it over for another 30 seconds and do like over easy. Or pop and fry it all the way through. Whatever you like. It's your life, my friend. Cook your eggs how you want. So this one wasn't quite done, so I moved it closer to the middle where it's hotter, added more water, and put the dome back on to get more steam and continue to cook the top of this egg. Okay, I know, branding the cutting board with my website is a little bit much, but if you're new to griddling, the site is basically Griddle 101. It's just helpful tips, everyday recipes, no fluff. I promise I'm not making you scroll through my childhood memories and stories just to get to a burger recipe. First one is a plain cheeseburger for my 4-year-old son. I told him it's just as good as Wendy's. He said no, it's not because it doesn't come with a toy. Then my wife is getting our basic bacon burger, got some mayo, lettuce, tomato, your classic bacon burger, no egg for her. Now horseradish mayo for me to clear out the nostrils. No veggies, I'm not trying to eat a salad right now. Just hash browns, beefy, cheesy patty, griddled onions, egg, bacon. Oh my. The Barnyard Cinnamon Toast Crunch Bacon Breakfast Burger. I really got to work on the branding on that. It's delicious. Give it a try. If you want to see another bacon smash burger, well, that video is on your screen now. Thank you so much for watching. Keep on griddling, friends.